Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
Every week, over 500 students, faculty, and community members gather at New York University for Friday prayers. NYU is home to a wide range of religions with 70 different faith groups on campus, and the school's Muslim population is growing. Today, it is not uncommon to see Muslim women wearing the hijab, the traditional Muslim headscarf, on campus. Hijabs in education centers are controversial in other places. They are banned at universities and public schools in France. But NYU's Muslims say they are feeling more comfortable wearing them, not less. NYU alum Bara Olive started wearing the hijab when she was 12.
It's both like a physical aspect and then like a spiritual aspect to it, right? So then there's like the physical part where, you cover everything except your face and your hands. But hijab is, in a sense, it's just modesty. So it's like modesty in the way you carry yourself, in the way that you speak, in the way that you treat others.
For NYU sophomore Amanate Kebe, wearing the hijab is a way of self-expression.
It's a sign of like modesty, and it's a sign of like it's a part of your identity, it's a part of who you are.
The hijab defines me. This is who I am, and if I take off the hijab, I'm not sure I can connect with who I am and what I believe in.
Zara Nazar moved from the Muslim-majority Maldives to New York City for graduate school. The new environment brought her not only excitement, but also a sense of isolation.
Here on campus, though, at NYU, I'm usually the only person in the class wearing a hijab, and that does make me feel insecure, and I do realize that, and I know that other people also, the first thing that they see is a person wearing hijab.
Kebe says the sense of insecurity intensifies in the wake of terror attacks like the September Chelsea bombing.
Like the explosion that happened, you tend to think, oh, because that event happened, when people look at you, like sometimes it's like internalized, and you think, oh, like because of this, like so many people are like paying attention to, so many people are looking at me.
And on a liberal arts campus like NYU, the hijab can be seen as a symbol of submission. Nazar recalls a recent discussion with non-Muslim friends.
They told me that they thought I was oppressed because of the way I was dressed, and they said it to my face, and I was so shocked, I was so taken aback, I didn't even know how to respond. I just managed to say, but you do know that I'm not forced to wear this. I choose to wear this. This is my definition of freedom, and this is what I choose to, this is how I choose to dress. They just shrugged and they said, still, I still think you're oppressed. That shook me so much, because it occurred to me that this one person was only brave enough to tell that to my face. Imagine how many more friends I had who thought this, but were too afraid to say this.
But there are signs of the hijab's greater acceptance. At this year's New York Fashion Week, Indonesian designer Anissa Hasibuan brought hijab couture to the runway.
It was so amazing. Do you know what I mean? It was kind of like a little moment of like, we've made it. You too could be a model, and you could find somebody who has, Islamically okay clothing, like modest clothes that you could like wear and you would be fine with.
NYU's Muslim community hopes to harness this momentum to make life easier for those who follow in their footsteps.
A lot of people, because there was just like zero representation anywhere, and you're kind of like the first generation coming up in this country, so you're kind of paving the road. And I think now a lot of girls are just like, oh no, I'm gonna do that. Why not?